Hello, hello, welcome to another blog. I'm starting on the wrong tab. Well, the first thing I wanted to show you guys is I'm officially demonetized. You can see the little warning it gave me up there. As a result of changes to the partner program, you're no longer eligible for monetization. That sucks. And if you look down, oh, not that far down here, you can see getting money, boom. And now for the last half a month, I haven't gotten money, so I'm down about $5 for the month. Not that big a deal. I mean, obviously $5 isn't actually much when you think about it. Mostly I do this stuff for fun. Still a little disheartening. It made me pretty depressed. I think that's part of why I didn't manage to get a vlog out last week. I had been planning to do one and I just didn't get one. So if you haven't, please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot both on this video and on my other content. But yep, that's the state it's in. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going as a hobby, but I might slow down a little bit. I keep saying that, and then I don't end up slowing down that much. I think what I am going to do, which I think I've talked about a little bit, is I might refocus a little bit on streaming. And I did some streaming the last couple of days. I'm probably going to continue doing that. Probably going to slow down on the budget decks. Even though, I mean, I kind of already have slowed down on the budget decks, but I think I'm going to do streaming, especially Cube, while that's out for the next month or two. Then I'm going to do budget decks on and off in that time. So it's not like that's going away. I'm just not going to focus on it as much as I have been. And maybe just playing through some modern leagues too. I have a few decent modern decks. I think you've seen me play through some of them, like Eldrazi and Taxes and Red-Green Eldrazi. I don't have every card in modern. There's a lot of decks I can't play currently, but I do have some spare ticks. Hopefully after the Modern Masters 2015 reprinting, which I'll talk about very slightly, not Modern Masters 2015, Masters 25th anniversary set. Once that comes out, I might pick up some things that get a little bit cheaper, like Blood Moons and Chalices and stuff, but we'll see. And that's my thought / hope, is maybe pick those up for a little cheaper than they usually go for with the spare tickets I have. So that was that. Last weekend on Sunday, I got a whole bunch of people together. We got to play Magic. Was pretty fun. It was kind of a weird set. It's one that my friend over here, this version of Jace, made. I decided to replace all their faces with Jace because I didn't actually ask consent for whether I could post this on my YouTube channel. I don't want to, like, you know, show all my friends' faces on the internet. But yeah, it was a really good time. The set's very interesting. It definitely has a lot of balance issues, but I'm always of the mindset where if you're playing Cube, which is what we played it as, balance issues don't matter that much because they're pretty even for everybody. I mean, there is that case where it's like, well, one person got the totally broken card, but didn't end up happening too much. It felt fine. I thought my deck was extremely good. I mean, I felt like my deck was probably the best one there. It was relatively high powered, but yeah, like I said, balance issues were really fun. It's like Dragon Age themed, and it has a whole bunch of neat new mechanics. One of my friends made it, printed it all out, and proxied it onto cards, so pretty good time hanging out with friends. That was on Sunday. And then obviously 2 weeks ago the unbannings happened. I didn't get a chance to talk about this. Jace the Mind Sculptor and Bloodblade Elf are unbanned. When it happened, I didn't think it was that big a deal. I still don't think it's that big a deal. I'm a little worried about how pushed it makes Jund and that kind of strategy, which is a kind of strategy I like a lot, but I'm worried it might be a little too dominant, but I have yet to see. I'm actually more worried about that than I am about Jace. I think Jace is probably fine, but I haven't played against him enough to know for sure. My biggest concern with Jace is I think he might be another bouncer in the format for budget decks. So, I mean, usually Tron plays that role, but I think Jace plays that role a little bit too. If, like, you have to put a serious presence on the board by turn 4, otherwise you lose the game, which, you know, if in a meta without him, a lot of times you can kind of play a little slower. It's a weird thing to say because he's a slow card in and of himself, but he just, like, locks out combos that take longer than turn 4 with his Thought Seal. Is mostly the thing. So probably not good for budget decks, but I don't think he's going to have that big an effect in the format overall in terms of, like, actual real decks that people play. So that's my thoughts on that. I wanted to at least mention it and talk about it. And then the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about is the spoilers for Magic 25, the 25th anniversary edition. I did pre-order a box. I will probably open that on the channel. I don't know if I'll do it on stream or I might just do that one off stream and post it because I can get better quality. My camera, I have a camera that doesn't stream well, but does record videos super well, super nice quality. So I'll probably do that separately, but yeah, I will record a box opening. I am not optimistic about the value of this set. I think this is an Eternal Masters level thing where the value looks okay going in, but not great, and it's just gonna crash. There's a lot of cards that aren't worth anything at Mythic and will continue not being worth anything. I mean, if you look through the Mythics, Armageddon, Doomsday, Chroma, both Chromas, and Tree of Redemption, so that's half of them are basically already worth pretty much nothing. I think Master of the Wild Hunt is like 5 or 6. The ones here that are worth something are Jace, and I think he will pretty much maintain his price given that he was unbanned. I think he's going to tick down slowly as people realize he's not actually as good in Modern as they thought. But I mean, I could be wrong. He might end up being really good in Modern to maintain that price. But I suspect him to tick down slowly to around where Liliana is, because I think he's probably worse than Liliana. So I suspect both his reprinting here and the fact that people will start realizing he's not as good will cause him to slowly decline to like 60, 70 over the next 6 months. So again, not great value there. Imperial Recruiter is like was like 250 or something crazy. This thing's gonna get slammed. It's gonna be $50 or less by the time this printing's done, and I suspect even less than that. I'm suspecting like it's a Mythic in a high price set, so I don't think it'll go less than like 30 or 40. But I'm suspecting 30 or 40 is his end point. So kind of inflated right now, and I suspect he will crash. I don't even know where he gets play. Probably could get some play in Commander. He's playing Cube, and that's about it. But he's from Portal 3 Kingdoms, so he has just basically no printings. So that's why he's so expensive. Phyrexian Obliterator is another one with only 1 printing and not played in all that much. Not played in Modern or anything. Not even really that good in Cube because he requires 4 black. I guess maybe Commander wants him if you're running a mono black Commander deck, but kind of not that many Commander decks will probably want him either. I actually don't know where this guy goes other than the kind of fringe strategies of Mono Black Devotion. I love this card. I think it's a lot of fun. It's a $20 card, or I think that should be like a $5 card. And I think he's going to go pretty close to $5 by the end of it. I just don't think he's going to maintain value. Vendilion Click, on the other hand, even though it's not super played in Modern right now, is good enough that I think it will maintain a price. I wouldn't be surprised if you see this card playing rules in Modern again just because it's that good. So I don't think this one will drop more than $10. But yeah, most of these are going to get slammed. The only ones that I think will probably maintain their price are Jace and Vendilion Click mostly. And this is the majority of the Mythics. There are a few other Mythics. So that was all the monocolored Mythics. We'd have to go down to here to see the multicolor ones. And I think the multicolor ones already aren't that expensive, and they're just going to get even less. Animar, I think, is a little bit, but yeah, he's going to get trounced. And Gisela, I don't think it was worth anything anyway. I'm going to go to even less. And then Parash, I have no idea if it was worth anything. But yeah, all 3 of these are like Commander cards, but not even high demand ones. They might have been slightly low print run, but yeah, all of these are going to get slammed. Their price is going to be cut, I think, at least in half. And then the good news is the artifacts that they printed at Mythic, Chalice of the Void and Ensnaring Bridge, those I think will, pretty much maintain their price. I'm not talking about this obviously in terms of, it's good that they're going to go down in price, but it's bad for the price of the box, right? So like if you opening it, you're going to get slammed if you open it, because I think the price, the amount of value you get out of a box is probably going to be $100-ish after a couple months. That would be my guess. And I mean, I'm paying I think $170 for my box that I bought, so probably gonna lose value. But you never know. You could just pull well and pull a bunch of chalices and ensnaring bridges and stuff and Jaces. And even if you don't pull well, it's a fun thing to do to open it. So I'm not regretting the purchase too much. I was hoping the set would be a little stronger. I'm a little disappointed in how much they didn't reprint that, especially of the things that desperately need reprintings. And I just don't think they're going to reprint them anytime soon. So I'm super disappointed. I would like to see more good reprintings. 1, it props up the price of the box, and 2, it helps players because it lowers. Basically, when you only have a few really good cards, they don't. Even though I'm saying these things will drop by a lot, because they will, the ones that are actually valuable in it won't drop by that much because people will have to sell the price of the box off of those few really good cards, which just basically keeps things from going down very much. And I would like to see all of these cards go down a lot so that I can build decks and so that other people can build decks. So I think this one's a huge miss by Wizards. I think people are we're already getting Master Set fatigue, and I think this is going to accelerate that a lot by the fact that it's basically just not a very good set. I mean, the big one that people laugh at is Tree of Perdition, or Tree of Redemption rather, not Perdition. Tree of Redemption from you know, a set that has a ton of great cards to print that they could have chosen. Innistrad. I mean, if you pick a mythic from Innistrad, like, what do you think? What mythic do you think of when you think of Innistrad? I mean, the big one I think of is Liliana of the Veil. Would have been a great reprint here. Other ones that also would have been good. Snapcaster Mage. I mean, that's not technically a mythic, but they printed it as at mythic in Modern Masters 2017. They could do it again. There's actually demand for that card. There's absolutely no demand for Tree of Redemption. It's going to be a, you know, 50-cent mythic at best. It's just silly to print it here. I mean, I'm sure it was cool at the time. Maybe some people liked it during Innistrad Standard. I didn't play during Innistrad Standard, so I don't know. I know its impact since I got back into Magic at Theros, and I had never. I mean, the only time I ever heard of it was in reference to Tree of Perdition, which was the one from Innistrad. So yeah, I think kind of pathetically bad. I'm a little disappointed, but I'm not one of those people whose gloom and doom is like, this is going to be the death of Magic. I just think, you know, they're going to have to sell these boxes for $120 like they did with Eternal Masters. And, yeah, I don't think this is the right formula for Master sets. So hopefully they will change it up in the future. But obviously they can't do anything about this one now. It is what it is. It's happening like this. And I guess that's all I wanted to talk about for the week. Tomorrow I have people coming over to play Dungeons and Dragons with me, like the huge nerd that I am. We're playing through a pre-made campaign, basically. Usually my people I play with make their own campaigns, which I think is really cool. But this time we're just doing a kind of a pre-made one, but it's still fun. It's called The Curse of Strahd. It's about Ravenloft. There we go. So it's like horror themed vaguely. I'm playing a wizard, which is a lot of fun. I get lots of cool spells. Right now I'm level 2, so I feel like my spells don't do anything, but pretty soon they'll be pretty good. Yeah. And then probably in a week I'll do another cube draft with the folks I had over here. Maybe with my cube, hopefully. Anything else I wanted to say? I've been streaming a lot. Watch my streams if you haven't been. I'd really appreciate it. Like I said, subscribe. I really need the subscribers. And yeah, I'm playing a lot of Cube. I think it's fun to watch. I have not been having as good results as I did in Vintage Cube, where I didn't have a single draft that I went worse than 2-1. I already have a 1-2 on my list here. I think I had a 3-0, a 1-2, and a 2-1, which it's fine. It's not the worst, but I should be doing better. I'm a Cube expert at this point. I should not be losing to these people. So just got to keep practicing, keep grinding. Maybe I'll get better. Maybe I'll just pull out more 1-2s and 0-3s. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.